Some people shine because of their titles, others shine because of their beauty, but a few, a very rare few, shine because of the weight of their impact. Dr. Becky Paul-Enenche is one of such rare people, a medical doctor, a pastor, a wife, a mother, a singer, an author, a reformer, and yet a woman whose humility and quiet elegance have made her more loved than her many achievements. Her story is not just about success, it is about grace, sacrifice, and a life that proves you can carry greatness and still remain simple. Let us journey into the life of this extraordinary woman. Dr. Becky's story began in Ekachi, Oju local government, Benue State. She was born into the respected family of Professor John Ibu, a well-known medical physiologist. Unlike many who fight their way out of hardship, Dr. Becky's early life was shaped by knowledge and discipline. She grew up surrounded by a strong Christian atmosphere. Morning prayers, family devotions, and church gatherings shaped her early years, planting in her a deep love for God that has never left. She was bright and focused, always working hard in school, from her secondary education all the way to her medical studies at the University of Jos Medical School. Although medicine sharpened her intelligence, but it was faith that gave her direction, a direction that would connect her life to a destiny far greater than medicine. On the University of Jos campus, Becky was a promising young doctor in training, but she had a challenge, an eye condition that caused her pain. She was always wearing medicated eyeglasses. One day she met a young man, a student known across campus for his fiery passion for God. That student was Dr. Paul-Enenche. With a simple but fervent prayer, Paul, the popular fire-filled student, laid hands on Becky, and suddenly her eyes were healed. That miracle opened more than her sight. It opened her destiny. If you're enjoying this video already, please give it a like. From that healing came friendship, from friendship came mentorship, and from mentorship came love. By April 16, 1994, Becky walked down the aisle, not only to marry Paul, but to step into a journey that would shape millions of lives. But married to a man like Dr. Pastor Paul was no small task. He has always been a man consumed with vision, restless for God, a man destined for a global ministry. So the marriage was only the beginning of something great to come. The story of Dunamis International Gospel Center did not begin with the glory dome you see today. It began with a man who heard the call of God and a woman who chose to stand beside him. When Dr. Paul-Enenche received the call to ministry, it was not an easy decision. He was already a trained medical doctor, so to leave the medicine for the unknown path of ministry required courage. But there was one person who gave him more than courage: his wife, Dr. Becky Enenche. She did not only agree with him to go into ministry, she confirmed the call herself. She saw the hand of God upon her husband, and instead of resisting, she embraced the journey. That agreement became the foundation of what the world knows today as Dunamis International Gospel Center, which began in November 1996. From the very start, Dr. Becky was not a silent partner. She co-labored with her husband, pouring her life into the work. She became the mother of the ministry, leading women, counseling families, handling administration, and standing as a voice of wisdom. In the midst of ministry and medicine, she also embraced the joy of motherhood. Together with her husband, God blessed them with 4 children, and she played her part with grace and devotion. She guided them in prayer and discipline while ensuring her home remained a place of warmth and love. For her, parenting was not a burden, but a ministry itself. Through it all, she showed that a woman can support her husband, nurture her children, and still help build God's kingdom. She was also willing to suffer with him through the days of small beginnings. There were seasons of eating meals that were far from pleasant, days without fine clothes or stylish hairdos, and moments of little money, even though she came from a wealthy background. Yet, she chose patience over comfort, embracing the process of growth in ministry with unwavering faith and loyalty. Today, Dr. Paul often says in public, "I thank God for my wife, because beyond the pulpit, she has been the quiet but unshakable pillar of the vision." In every great story of leadership, there is often an unseen strength behind the visible hero. For Dr. Paul-Enenche, that strength has been his wife, Dr. Becky. From the earliest days of marriage, she chose not to compete with his calling, but to complement it. When he turned from medicine to full-time ministry, she could have resisted, but instead she confirmed the call, stood by his side, and walked the uncertain road with him. That single decision became the womb that bettered Dunamis International Gospel Center. Her partnership is not silent submission, it is active contribution. She complements her husband's fire with wisdom, structure, and grace. As Dr. Paul thunders with prophetic declarations, Dr. Becky reaches into the hearts of lives, families, and people with counsel that heals and restores. Consider this: why many only see her on pulpits, she has so much going on behind the scenes. Across her ministry, she has planted many viewing centers, rehabilitated many broken women, and provided scholarships for the poor, all under the covering of Dunamis. As Dr. Paul dreams, she provides the ground that makes the dream stand. Her public acknowledgement for her husband says it all. Again and again, Dr. Paul has thanked her before the world, declaring that her unwavering support is one of the greatest reasons their ministry stands strong. To their children, she is not only a mother, but a model of godly partnership. To women across Nigeria and beyond, she has proved that a wife can be both submissive and strong, supportive and independent, humble and powerful, all at once. That is why many call her the perfect assistant. But the truth is deeper. She is a perfect partner, not behind her husband, not ahead of him, but beside him, carrying destiny together. And maybe this is the greatest message to the world. True greatness is not about shining alone, but in working faithfully with the one God has given you until the vision becomes reality. This is Power Pack Channel. Speaking to you right now is David. I invite you to check out this next action-packed story displayed on your screen. I will see you there.